Two tadpoles, Ted and Todd, hatched from the same batch of eggs. They swam around excitedly, wiggling their little tails with great enthusiasm. They swam up to their mom and exclaimed, "Look what we can do, look what we can do." The mother frog looked at the two tadpoles with great pride and called them closer. She then explained the process of metamorphosis and how they will eventually lose their tails and they'll grow legs. The news impacted the tadpoles differently. Ted was excited about the future and he continued to swim in energy and enthusiasm and occasionally looked back to see if his legs would start to be forming. Todd, on the other hand, well, he didn't think much of it. He said, "What's the point of exercising my tail? It's going to drop off eventually anyway, so why should I even bother?" As a result, Ted kept strengthening his tail and kept increasing his stamina, but Todd's tail got weaker and his energy levels dropped. The mother frog took Todd to one side and suggested that he start using his tail more. "But what's the point?" he exclaimed. It's only going to drop off, so why should I bother?" After a little while, the two tadpoles' tails dropped off and then they grew their legs. Ted was excited and he hopped around with energy and enthusiasm. The consistent, energetic use of his tail had equipped him for his development. On the other hand, Todd was less enthused. He was sort of glad that now he had his legs and he didn't just have to even use any energy and he didn't have to worry about his tail anymore. He didn't know why, but he just couldn't be bothered with it. He just really didn't care. There are times in life when we are prepared for the future, but it's not always what we expect. So where in your life can you apply it? Maybe you're not thinking about the future so much. You're stuck in a rut right now and you're like, well, why should I even bother? Why should you not pay attention to the skill that you have now? Maybe you have a new job and you're like doing some mundane task. You're like, why should I even bother? Why should I care about this? It's the skill of that work ethic that gets better and better and you sharpen that saw for a brighter future. So think about it from that perspective, and I think that'll serve you well rather than Todd, on the other hand, not being enthusiastic about life in the future.